Hello Geneseo students, this is Mr. Thering. Mrs. Thering asked me to make a video for you because it's something that I do with my students in Spencerport, and she thought that it might be a fun activity for you all too. The purpose of this video is to practice using YouTube as a learning tool and not just something that we like to be entertained with. For this activity, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. Today what we're going to do is we're going to draw a picture. And when you're using YouTube as a learning tool, you have to try to remember to pause the video as you learn new things. So what we're going to do today is we are going to draw a picture. But after the artist picks up his pencil or marker, you are going to pause the video by either hitting the space bar or clicking on the pause button in the YouTube video. So what we're going to do, we're just going to give it a try. So I'm going to start the video off. I'm going to just pause and draw as I would, and you can practice as I do it. But then I'm going to let the video go, and you're going to practice hitting the space bar or the pause button to do the rest of the drawing yourself. So we're going to do the first 6 lines together, and then I'm going to let the video go, but I want you to practice pausing and playing the video by yourself. By the end of this video, you should have a drawing that you are proud of. We're not looking for perfect artists. This is just to see if you can follow the directions of pausing and playing a video to learn. So let's get started.
So let's start with the top of the head. We're going to go from left to right with a curve.
I paused it. I'm going to draw my line. Now that I've drawn my line, I'm going to unpause.
Here, we're going to draw in the ears. So on the left side, we're going to start in the inside just a little bit and then go up to the top of the ear.
The artist picked up his marker, so I'm going to pause it again and I'm going to draw my next line. Okay, now I'm going to play again, hitting the space bar or the play button.
We're going to go to the right side and do the same thing. So starting at the bottom, moving our...
Picked up the marker, so I'm going to pause and draw my line.
Way to the top, making sure that both sides are at the same height. We're going to curve down towards the jaw. So we're going to start at the top on the left side and curve all the way down to the jaw.
He picked up the marker, so I'm going to pause.
Do the same thing on the right side, so curving down to the jawline.
And he picked up his marker, I pause, I'm drawing the line. And I'm going to play again.
From here we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve. So before we do that, we're just going to round out the jaw.
I'm going to add that line. Even though it's short, we're just going to pause.
Just slightly.
I'm going to pause after that one.
And we'll connect it with a downward curve.
And I'm going to draw that last line. So, for the rest of this video, I want you to pause after every single time the artist picks up his marker. I'm not going to be doing the pausing for you anymore. Let's see how you do. Have fun.
Now that we have that, let's draw in 2 big eyes. So we're going to draw circles, starting with the left, the very top. Draw 1 circle. And we'll go over to the right side and draw the exact same thing, trying to match the exact same size. From here, let's draw in some frown lines. So starting just above the left eye, on the outside, we're going to curve down into the eye. And as we get past it, we're just going to turn the end up. Go and do the same thing on the right side. We're going to start on the inside, curve into the eye, and go around to the outside. Now that we have that, let's get into the nose. So just in the center here, below the eye line, we'll draw a little dot. From this dot, we're going to angle up underneath the right eye, and we'll go to the left side as well and just draw a curve or a straight line to the left side. From here, let's curve down the sides. So on the side here, we're just going to curve the mask down to the chin on both sides. We're going to give him a little bit of a frown mouth. So starting on the right side, we're going to do a little curve and a hook. Curve around, up, come around around on the left side and just tuck this in underneath that mouth. From here, we're just going to draw a straight line, sort of angled across. Okay, now that we got that, let's get into the body. So just below the chin, we're going to drop down a little bit and draw the sides of the body. So on the left side here, I'm just going to draw a curve down to the hips, and on the right side as well. Let's connect these 2 points with a downward curve. We're going to make that twice as thick for the belt, so we're just going to move up a little bit. Just draw a curve going across. Now let's draw on the arms. I'm going to go up above this armpit, to the side here. Just going to curve out a line like that. Do the same thing on the right side, curving out like this. Let's draw the inner part of the arm. So just in here, I'm just going to curve in. And from this point, we're going to draw the thumb. So we're just going to draw a little curve like this. We're going to take that same point and just round out one finger. Do a little bit of an overlap for the second finger. And this little line here for the arm, we're just going to tuck that in underneath that finger there. Up here, where the thumb meets the finger, we're just going to draw a little curve like that. Let's draw on a glove. So up here, we're just going to draw a little curve to separate the arm. Let's go and do the right side. So we're going to take that exact same thing and draw it over this way. So starting in the armpit, making sure it's the same height. Coming down to the wrist, making sure it's around the same height. We draw the thumb. We'll draw one finger and just curl this around. And like we did here, we're going to do some overlaps. So one finger, and then the final finger we're just going to wrap right into that arm line. Just going to draw that little curve to separate the thumb and the index finger. Up here, let's draw the glove. Little curve like this. Underneath this neck, we're just going to draw part of the cape. So in the middle here, in between the chest, draw a curve going to the outside on the right, and a curve on the left. Let's draw the bat in the center of the chest. So in the middle here, I'm just going to draw a curve that goes up, then down on either side of the head of the bat. Up on the left side, we're going to curve up to the top, and on the right, we'll curve up to the top as well. On this left side, we're just going to curve down to the bottom of the wing, and we'll do the same on the right side. From here, we're going to draw a curve once. Now we're going to take these 2 points and curve down to the bottom. So I'm just going to take the halfway point between these two and draw a little point here. Take the right side and curve right into that point. Left side, we'll curve right into that point. Okay, let's get into the legs. From the hips here, I'm just going to curve down to the front of the leg. Make sure we get the same height on the right side. This. And we're going to draw the lower torso. So in between the legs, I'm going to draw a straight little line across. On the left side here, I'm just going to curve down to the heel on the left side and curve down to the right side heel. From this point, I'm going to connect this part to the ankle with a little curve. So starting at the ankle, I'm just going to curve out the front of the toe and then back in. Over here on the right, let's do the same thing. So curving out to the toe and then back in. Let's draw on some boots. So on the front of the leg here, I'm just going to draw an angled line going up. From this point, I'm going to curve to the back of the boot. Over on the right side, let's go up at an angle. We'll curve that right into the boot. And now we're going to draw on the cape. So from these points in the shoulder, we're going to angle 2 straight lines down to the bottom of the cape. But we're going to imagine it going behind that arm and continuing beyond that. We curve this right into the leg. Take this line, imagine a line coming straight down this way. Tuck that in behind the leg. And then in between here, we're just going to finish it off with a curve. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Batman.
All right. Now, hopefully your pausing worked. Here's my picture of Batman. It's not about being a great artist. This is just to help you practice pausing and playing while you're learning through YouTube. This is very important for all of the lessons that you're going to be receiving from all of your teachers. Happy learning!